Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, March 30th.
Walmart received a bomb threat called into the store.
Around 4:40 in the afternoon yesterday, the Walmart store in Palm Coast was evacuated of its customers and employees after receiving a bomb threat. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Sheriff's deputies and our explosive detection dog searched the store, bathrooms, the entire store, and the parking lot. No device was found, at which time the store was reopened for customers, and deputies assisted Walmart team with getting orderly reopening. I want to remind the caller that we will do everything we can to locate you and put you in jail. It is a third-degree felony to make a threat of a bomb, and we will use every resource we have to arrest the individual that disrupted our community from shopping and the Walmart team.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
I intend on running.
That's George Hans, who wants to make a political comeback. Amy Cherry reports.
Hans served on the Flagler County Commission for nearly 25 years before he was defeated by Donald O'Brien in 2016. Hans says many encouraged him to run after learning O'Brien would run for state representative for the seat currently held by House Speaker Paul Renner.
I think it's about time for me to get back in the saddle again and do some good. I have a lot of energy and I have a lot of positive thoughts about things we can do to even make it better and have accountability on the taxes and what we're getting for our money and why we pay more for gas in this county than St. John's and Volusia County, when in fact we have a 10-cent less gas tax.
Hans describes the many ways in which you probably already know him.
I happen to hold the record as the longest standing commissioner in the history. I've made a difference, and I watched Flagler County grow from 25,000 people to probably 130,000 or more. My name's on every building in the county. I've been very active with Save Our Senior Homestead Exemption and Princess Place and the Florida Agriculture Museum, and even the monument in front of the Government Services Building was my project. And we solicited and got all donations for that. I'm very proud of our parks and recreation, and I'm overwhelmed with the county commission naming a bridge after me at the Princess Place and an artificial reef, and I was real instrumental in getting the hockey rink and the youth center put in over at the Flagler Palm Coast High School.
Hans was one of the last Democrats on the commission. This time in 2024, the 76-year-old Hans will be running as a Republican. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
An inmate dies after being admitted to a local hospital in Palm Coast.
The beginning of this month, a Flagler County arrest warrant was issued for 54-year-old Michael Springman, including charges of possession of a controlled substance and of drug paraphernalia in Flagler County. Soon after, Springman was arrested by the Volusia County Sheriff's Office and eventually landed in the Flagler County Jail for a complete medical review. Then the situation turned when Springman went into distress and was transported to Advent Health Palm Coast. Dan Enger, Chief of the Court and Detention Services for FCSO.
The death of Mr. Springman is truly unfortunate. However, the early medical screening provided upon arrival to our jail focused staff on his serious medical conditions. And if not for this early detection, the family may not have been able to say goodbye to their loved one.
Engert adds a thorough clinical mortality review is now being conducted by the jail's medical provider as required by contract for all inmate deaths, whether natural or otherwise occurring off-site. A sheriff's office review will also be conducted. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
It's time to hit the bricks.
And to leave your name at the front of the new 100-bed hospital for posterity.
We've got 100 or so sold up to this point, and we have yet to really aggressively go out to the community.
Advent Health Foundation Director John Subers said that you need to get your brick now because when the hospital opens, the price goes up.
If you go 2,000 times 400, or the price is going to go up when the hospital opens to 500.
Subers said that even if you move away from Flagler County, you will always know that your name is on a brick and exactly where that brick is. You can listen to Lifeline on WNZF Saturday mornings at 9, anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, the centerpieces for the gala. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.